Stop. The voice of anxiety and the voice of intuition can sound remarkably similar at first. They both feel urgent. Before you send that text, make that call, or take that action, ask yourself this one question that will determine if you're manifesting from your higher self or sabotaging everything you've been working on. Is this intuition speaking, or is it my ego, my old stories, my anxiety trying to keep me exactly where I am right now? Because what you're about to do could either accelerate your manifestation or keep you stuck in the same old patterns forever. So here's what I know about you. You have a desire, something you really, really want. You've made a decision that it's for you. You've accepted it, and for at least a moment, you felt fantastic about it, like the one who has it, detached. But then life happened, old stories started resurfacing, shadows got triggered, 3D got ugly, and the opposite of what you wanted to see. Your mind started playing all those familiar tricks. You know the ones, but you didn't let them win because you already decided. You're the new person who has what you want. So now you're in what we perceive as the waiting period, the no movement phase. At least that's how it looks like to us. And this is where it gets really tricky for most of us. So grab your favorite hot or cold beverage and let's get started. Hi, I'm Marta and welcome to my channel. Because in this waiting period, you start feeling these nudges to text someone, to apply for that job, to book that trip, to reach out to that person, maybe old friend. Your mind is buzzing with ideas and suddenly you feel this urge to just do something. And I get it. Stillness feels like we could be doing more. Our human brain has this bias. It's called the action bias. But here is the $1 million question that most people never ask. Is this intuition speaking? Is this inspired action from my higher self? Or is it my ego, my old stories, my anxiety trying to keep me exactly where I am right now? Because here's what nobody tells you. The voice of anxiety and the voice of intuition can sound remarkably similar at first. They both feel urgent. They both say you need to do this now, even if they have a different kind of urgent energy. But one will manifest your dreams and the other will keep you running in circles forever. But before we go further, let me invite you to take my free masterclass on detachment and surrender. It's a comprehensive and hands-on kind of mini course that I created with love that will help you to let go without giving up, which is the missing piece of many of us manifesting the life that we love. It's completely free, so comment below free masterclass to get the link or DM me on Instagram for this link. Now let's get back to the video. So how do we tell the difference? Well, it all comes down to the energy behind the action. Intuition, that's the whisper of your higher self, the word of God, if you will. The universe itself speaking through you. And here is how you recognize it. It comes from love. It feels calm, even when it's urgent and feels a little time sensitive. There's this peaceful knowing, like, yes, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do right now. You feel it as inspiration in your body, maybe a lightness in your chest, maybe just this quiet certainty. It feels good, even if it's challenging. And here's the key. It doesn't come with any conditions. It's not if I do this, then something else will happen. It's just let's do this and not expect anything. See how it unfolds. It doesn't even feel like much. And you don't think about, oh, this is inspired action. It doesn't come with a lot of overthinking or expectations for the specific outcome or any outcome really. It's just something you do because you feel like it. As I'm describing these feelings, notice what's happening in your body right now, especially when I start talking about anxiety. Comment where you feel it the most. Is it in your chest, your belly, your throat? Is it resistance, fear? Sometimes intuition tells you to do nothing at all because the universe is taking care of everything. But sometimes it wants you at exactly the right place at the right time for the magic to happen. Now for anxiety. Anxiety comes from fear. You can feel it in your belly, in your solar plexus. It's that stress response in your body. It feels contracted, urgent in a panicked and kind of scarcity way. And it always comes with conditions. It urges you to do this because otherwise something bad will happen, or you miss an opportunity, or certain things is not going to happen. It's your conditioning speaking, not your knowing. So pause the video right now and think of the last action that you took. Was it out of fear or was it out of love? I'll wait. Okay. So keep that in mind as we progress in the video. Now I need to be real with you about something. You've probably heard people say, trust your emotions, they're your guides. And look, that's beautiful advice, and it is true. If you're someone with extremely good self-connection and self-trust, where the healing through increased awareness has already taken place, then yes, it is golden. But most of us are not there yet. Most of us cannot use our emotions as compass to dictate what we should or shouldn't do. That's exactly why this discernment is so crucial. For most of us, feeling butterflies in our stomach isn't really excitement, but a trauma response to a person that isn't for us, and we think it's something very nice.
This isn't going to end well, but the whole middle part's going to be awesome.
So let me give you another example. Let's say that you want to start a business, create something and then sell it online. It's been your dream your whole life, somewhere in the background, but you never had enough courage to actually go for it. But you're finally working on it. How exciting. You're running on pure motivation for days, maybe weeks. And then the dread hits, the doubt floods in. And you're asking yourself, what was I thinking? This is so hard. And these heavy emotions come up. And what do you do in this situation? Do you trust them? Think that this is the universe's way of redirecting you to stop the project before you go too deep, before you hit the dead end and invest too much? Or do you acknowledge the emotion, knowing it's here because you're challenging your limiting beliefs, maybe beliefs about not deserving riches and financial dependence and not being worthy of having your own business because that's what you've experienced your whole life, because you don't know a single person who made it? So here is what previously anxious people must understand. Accept the desire for more, then go all in with the fear in the backseat of the car. The fear, the doubt, the tiredness can come with you. They can stay, but you stay the course because you know that the only way for you to succeed is through the consistency and the faith that you can build this thing. Success isn't built in a day or even in a month. Not every emotion means something of essence for the current you, who has it, who embodies the new story. It's simply a shadow of the old story, and it's okay, it's there. It's going to disappear over time. It's going to phase out. If you continue as this new person, like in the song on Instagram I sometimes see, I do it anyway.
No motivation today, but I do it.
And here's another way to think about it. Intuition often feels random, but like good random. You know what I mean? Like suddenly you feel called to take a different route home or reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in months or years, or pick up a book at the bookstore that just catches your eye. There is no logical reason, but there's this gentle pull, almost like a nudge to do it for the enjoyment of the process of doing it, for no reason. So comment your best, good, random, intuitive moment that led you to something good and the magic unfolded when you followed it. And anxiety, on the other hand, is always trying to solve a problem. It's always, if I do this, then I can avoid that terrible thing or achieve something or get something. It's problem-focused, future-focused, and fear-focused. And look, depending on the connection with yourself and the amount of trauma that you've probably released already, and the amount of shadows that you integrated back into you as the whole, depending on this, your ability to discern will be different. This is why it takes time. It's a process, and it's going to get stronger every time you follow it. Some days you'll be crystal clear. Other days everything will feel muddy. That's normal. That's part of this journey. But here is what I really want you to understand. In that waiting period when you're feeling these nudges, just remember, one is out of love and what is out of fear. One is out of passion and what is out of lack. Both can feel urgent. but one is excited urgent and the other one is fearful urgent. So then you should listen to your body and always ask yourself, if this is something that I do from the position of love, out of passion, or from the position of fear. Feel into it. Don't think into it. Feel into it. The more you follow the intuitive voice, the stronger it gets, and the more self-trust you build. And I have a separate video about building self-trust, and it's linked here. So before we dive in, drop a crystal ball emoji if you've taken action from anxiety, thinking it was intuition. I'll be very curious to see such responses. So here's what you do. Before you take the action, pause. Feel into your body. Ask yourself, am I doing this from a position of love or a position of fear? If it's love, there is space around it. There is lightness. Even if it's challenging, even if it scares you a little bit because it's exciting, there is this underlying okayness. Hello, Editing Marta here. Another thing that is really useful to know if you're acting from your intuition or from anxiety is to ask yourself, what do I expect to come out of it? For example, if you want to drop a text to someone that maybe you were in no contact with, ask yourself, what is that I'm expecting from this message? How will I feel if it flops, if I get no response, if they say no? Then your emotions, your body will tell you what is your motivation there. If you feel this fear coming all over you that, oh my gosh, what if they don't respond? Then this is the action from anxiety. But if it's like, that's fine, I just want to see how they're doing and spend some time with them because it feels good to me and I expect nothing, then possibly this could be an intuitive action. Always check what you expect from this action. And if it's fear, it feels tight, rushed, like you have no choice, like disaster will strike if you don't do this right now, like you're losing opportunities, or if you don't do it right now, people will change their mind. It will be accompanied by this feeling of scarcity and lack and need for validation. And sometimes, and this is important, the right action is to do nothing. Sometimes intuition is telling you to just wait, rest, be patient, to let the universe orchestrate things behind the scenes, do something creative and just enjoy. This is the hardest one for anxious manifestors because doing nothing feels like giving up. But sometimes doing nothing is the most powerful thing you can do. A lot happens in this peaceful stillness state. Actually, everything happens in that state. It's also your true nature. So this takes practice, and it's okay. It's a process. Go one day at a time. And the more trauma you release, the more shadows you integrate, the clearer this voice becomes. So be patient with yourself as you learn to discern between these two voices, because we all have these voices. Remember that you are the awareness. I am having this human experience. You have access to infinite wisdom. The universe is always speaking to you through your body, through your intuition, through synchronicities, through those beautiful random moments that feel like magic. Sometimes we just obscure it because there is a hidden emotion trapped in our body that doesn't allow us to receive what's good. And your only job, apart from releasing these emotions, is to learn the language, to distinguish between the voice of love and the voice of fear, to trust yourself enough to follow the nudges that feel expansive, even when they don't make logical sense at the time. And to have the courage to sit with uncomfortable emotions without letting them dictate your choices. And here's the ultimate truth that I want to leave you with. In the end, it's all part of the process. It's okay if things don't go exactly as you wanted to, even though you are trying. It's okay to slip. There is nothing to fix, nothing to get perfect. The anxiety that comes up, part of the process. The doubt, also part of the process. The confusion about which voice is which, and sometimes choosing the wrong one, also part of the process. So practice surrender and no resistance. Being aware of what's happening is always the goal in this whole journey we call manifestation or life. Type in the comments, trust the process, if this resonates with your soul, if this gives you value, and if it empowers you to try yourself. I know you can do this. Thank you very much for watching. I know that this video will be helpful. If you have some questions or remarks, please drop them in the comments below and tell me what scares you more, taking the wrong action or missing the right opportunity. Links to my weekly newsletter, Self-Love Letter, free resources and ways to work with me are in the description box below. To take my free masterclass on detachment and surrender, comment below free masterclass and I'll provide it to you. These are the videos that YouTube think that you should watch next. And remember, you are brave, you are loved. Be kind to yourself. Bye now.